Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Hello, everyone. Loneliness at Christmas hits harder than at any other time of year. And that's the part that no one talks about, especially older adults. Today, I'm going to walk you through what actually helps with holiday loneliness and what unintentionally makes it worse. You'll learn simple ways to support an older loved one and gentle things you can do for yourself if you're the one feeling it. I'm Esther Kane, a retired occupational therapist and a certified aging in place specialist. I've spent years working with seniors and families, and I've seen how holiday loneliness can affect everything from mood to health. I want you to know you're not alone and you're in the right place. So let's talk about it. Loneliness around Christmas is a funny thing. It can show up even in a room full of people. I know that. I experienced that since my husband passed away. I'm most lonely when I am in a room full of people. I've seen older adults surrounded by kids and grandkids, food, noise, and yet they still feel invisible. I know I certainly do in those instances. And on the other end, I've met older adults living alone who felt absolutely fine because they had a strong sense of connection. Connection isn't about bodies in the room. It's about feeling seen, valued, and included. I remember someone I worked with. Her name, I think, was Marie. She was 90, she was funny, she was sharp, and very independent. But every December, her mood would shift. She'd say things like, "Oh, everyone is busy. I don't want to be a bother." And she would pull back, even when people wanted her there. She wasn't alone because she had no people. She was alone because she didn't feel like she fit in anywhere. That's the hard part of loneliness. It's emotional, it's deep, and it needs gentle handling. So let's talk about what loneliness feels like and then what helps and what hurts. First, what loneliness sounds like. If your aging parent says things like, "I don't want to be trouble," or "You're busy, don't worry about me," or "It's not the same anymore," or "I'll be fine by myself," or even "I don't want to celebrate this year." These are usually signs of disconnection, of grief, or feeling left out, not actual preference. Sometimes people withdraw because they're sad. Other times it's because they can't keep up with the noise, the pace, the conversations, or their own memories. So let's walk through what actually helps. 1. Gentle, consistent contact. One phone call is nice, but a few short touches over a week or two makes a much bigger difference. A simple, "just thinking of you," is enough. No big conversation needed. 2. Specific invitations. Older adults often reject general invitations like, "come over anytime." That feels vague. Instead, try something like, "we're having cocoa and cookies on Tuesday at 3. I'd love for you to join us." Or maybe something like, "can I pick you up for breakfast on Saturday morning?" A clear time, a clear plan, no guilt. Number 3, making them part of the preparations. People feel important when they contribute. Ask for help with anything like folding napkins or sharing a favorite recipe, telling a family story, choosing music, helping wrapping gifts, anything at all. It doesn't matter how small the task is, inclusion is the key. Number 4, matching the energy to their comfort level. Some parents want big gatherings. Others prefer quiet visits. You can ask something like, "What kind of Christmas feels good to you this year?" You may be surprised by their answer. Number 5, helping with transportation. This is a big one. Loneliness sometimes comes from not being able to get where the people are. A ride solves more emotional problems than we realize. Ordering an Uber or a Lyft for someone is a great way to help someone get to your event. Number 6, setting up a video call if distance is an issue. And don't just hand over a tablet. Stay with them for the first couple of minutes and ease them in. Make it easier. In fact, an Alexa Echo Show product does a great job of doing FaceTime kind of video calls. Number 7, creating a moment of meaning. This can be quick and simple, like light a candle, share a memory, listen to a song together, look at old photos. Meaning creates connection, and connection eases loneliness. Now, let's shift to something that's just as important. Things that hurt loneliness at Christmas time or holiday time. These mistakes are unintentional, but they do add to the ache. Number 1, saying something like, "Cheer up, it's Christmas." This shuts the conversation down. It tells them that their feelings are wrong, are not valid, and it makes people go quiet. I know I can attest to that. Number 2, pushing them into events they don't enjoy. A loud room can feel overwhelming. So can late night gatherings or long meals or chaotic environments. Respect their limits. Small, simple moments often mean more than big events. Number 3, making comments about, another year gone by. This can hit harder than you think. Many older adults already feel their world is shrinking, so they don't need to be reminded. Number 4, talking around them instead of with them. Even when families are loving and warm, older adults sometimes feel like background furniture. Turn toward them, ask open questions, listen for the long pauses. That's where the stories live. Number 5, leaving them alone because we don't want to bother them. This is the biggest one. Lonely people usually don't reach out. They wait to be reached. Number 6, comparing this Christmas to the past. Comments like, "It's not like the old days," can stir grief. Instead, focus on what's here now. This moment feels nice. I'm glad we're together. I love hearing your voice. These small phrases open doors for conversation. So let's talk about loneliness if you are the one feeling it. Because honestly, caregivers feel this too. Adult children feel it. And if you're an older adult feeling that sense of loneliness, if you're newly widowed or newly divorced, or maybe you just moved into a new area, you may feel that sense of loneliness during the holidays. People who have lost loved ones definitely feel it. And sometimes you can feel lonely even when you're busy taking care of everyone. So here's what I've learned and what I tell people. Your feelings are valid. You don't have to force yourself into holiday cheer. Number 2, choose one small thing that makes you feel connected. Not the whole holiday, not the whole day, just one thing. It could be anything. It could be a warm drink. It could be a walk. It could be a conversation with someone, listening to a favorite song, watching a favorite movie, anything at all. Number 3, let someone know that you're struggling. You deserve connection just as much as anyone you care for, so don't be afraid to reach out and speak to someone. Number 4, Avoid doom scrolling. Social media is not real life. It makes loneliness even louder. So if at all possible, avoid social media. And number 5, create a gentle plan for yourself. Make the day predictable. A simple routine gives comfort. So here's something that I've learned after years of not only working with older adults, but after it's been now 10 years since my husband passed away. Loneliness isn't a character flaw. It isn't weakness, and it isn't something people, as some say, should get over. No, that's like saying you should get over grief. No, I don't believe you ever do. It gets more tolerable, but I don't know that you ever get over it. Loneliness is a sign that we're human and that we need connection, especially during the holidays. And connection doesn't have to be dramatic. Like I said before, one warm conversation, one shared cup of cocoa, one quiet car ride, one gentle visit. It doesn't have to be a big to-do or a lot of to-dos. These tiny moments matter more than any gift under a tree. So here's what I want you to remember. Christmas or any holiday doesn't have to be loud or perfect to be meaningful. It just has to be connected in some small way. And every time you reach out, even a little, you make someone's holiday softer, brighter, and less lonely. Thanks so much for spending time today with me. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Senior Safety Advice Daily.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.